Everybody was kung fu fighting. Hey everybody. So, today we're going to be reviewing Kung Fu Panda 3. If you guys have seen some of the other ones, this one is directed by Jennifer Yu, who directed Kung Fu Panda 2, but it's also co-directed by Alessandro Carloni. And he's known for being an artist and animator for a lot of the DreamWorks movies. The three Kung Fu Pandas, How to Train Your Dragon movies, The Croods, a lot of those. And this is his first time directing, and he's directing with Jennifer. This was also written by Jonathan Abel and Glenn Berger, who wrote the other two movies. So the writing is consistent. And it's starring Jack Black coming back as Poe, and you've got all the other voices for the Furious Five. We've got some new characters. We got Lee, who's Poe's biological father, and he's voiced by Bryan Cranston. And then J.K. Simmons is voicing Kai, the bad guy, in this one. And then Kate Hudson is in as Mei Mei. I think it's Mei Mei or Mai Mai. I think it's Mei Mei. And she's the female panda, and she's a flirt and very much of a ribbon dancer. Now, I do have a link to the trailer in the description below, so go ahead and check that out if you haven't seen the movie, just to get an idea. Now, for the story, I did like the story. The structure of the movie is very much the same as the other two. You know, you set up a bad guy. Poe, the panda, has to learn something to defeat the bad guy. So the structure of the show is the same as the other two movies, but for different reasons. So in the first movie, it was him trying to learn Kung Fu. In the second movie, it was learning inner peace. And in this movie, it's learning how to use his chi. Poe ends up meeting his biological father. He thought he was the only panda, and meets his biological father and finds out that there's a whole village of pandas that's hidden that he never knew about. And so he goes to find himself and reconnect with other pandas. A big part of this movie also is the relationship between Poe's father, Lee, and his adoptive father, Mr. Ping, who's the goose that runs the noodle restaurant. And I really like their interactions with each other. It's very much, in the beginning, very competitive, and then they grow with each other, and I really like how they used that later on in the movie. Now, the Panda Village has some really cool characters in there. I like the characters that they've got. They're very likable and fun. Very good. You could look at any character and know who they are, so they don't all look the same. They fit their personalities, which is great. We also get some more screen time with the Furious Five. So Jackie Chan and Angelina Jolie, all of them, we have more time with them. And I liked that because they were in the other two movies, but they maybe had one scene or two scenes that they actually talked. This one had a little bit more with those characters. I would like to see a movie that would be more with them. I know they have a direct-to-DVD movie, or at least a long episode that talks about them called The Furious Five. But I would like an expansion on some of these characters if they do a fourth movie. Now, the animation in this movie blew me away. It surprised me. I was not expecting that. The animation really popped out at you, especially with the scenes they do in the spirit world. Yeah, those scenes in the spirit world are amazing. So beautiful to look at. It's crazy. The fight scenes in the real world were very similar to the other two in style and how they looked. But the fight scenes in the spirit world were top-notch, way above. Now, this movie is for kids. It's a kids' movie. It's a cartoon. But I think parents that take their kids to see it will also be entertained. And people like me that are kids at heart, but are technically adults, we would like it too. It's not like Norm of the North or the Alvin and the Chipmunks or anything. It's actually got a decent story with decent humor that parents and adults can like as well. So if you have kids or you're a kid at heart, I would suggest seeing it in the theater. I really would, because a lot of those sequences on the big screen looked incredible. And I really liked that. I was kind of blown away by that part. So that's my review. And I did want to mention this is my first video using some new editing softwares, color correction, and some new editing techniques that I'm going to do. And I wanted to know how you guys thought about it, if you've seen my other videos, whether or not it's better, or if there is something about it that is off that you would like me to address. Let me know. I also wanted to let you guys know about my brother. My brother has a new book called Must Sting, and it's a play on words for Mustang. But it's got some really rich characters in there. If you like strong character development, and if you like cars, it's a nice novella. I would highly suggest checking it out. It is my brother's book, by the way, and I've got a link to the description for that below. It's 99 cents if you have to get on Kindle. And if you have Kindle Unlimited, it's free. So please check that out. Help support my brother with his book. That would be great. So let me know what you guys thought. Comment below, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you guys on the next video.